Children are being sacrificed at the altar of fame and greed for the sake of entertainment, and entertainment is only a distraction used to control the masses.
God's children not for sale. The Not Mad Enough podcast is now.
Hey, welcome. Before we get started, I just wanted to take a quick second to say tonight discretion is definitely advised due to the nature and sensitive subject matter that's going to be discussed in this episode. This content is definitely intended for mature audiences and is not recommended for children. So without further delay, welcome to Hollyweird, the capital of ritual child abuse. Have you ever stopped and thought about how much culture shapes the way people think? Entertainment is one of the strongest influences in the world today. Music, movies, social media, celebrity culture. It just doesn't entertain people. It shapes attitudes, emotions, and even the way people see reality. So over time, systems built on greed, corruption, power, they slowly become spiritually unhealthy. That's just a fact. And entertainment is one of them. Entertainment has become more than just entertainment. So think about this. What if the things people constantly watch and listen to are slowly shaping spiritual direction? What if society is going down a path because of entertainment that it was never intended to go down? I mean, for thousands of years, people understood that whoever controlled a culture could influence it. Today, some believe the same thing is happening. It's just on a much larger scale through media in all its forms. So for me, the concern goes even deeper than simple influence. I fear there's a darker spiritual side hidden beneath certain elite circles and parts of the entertainment world. Not just corruption or greed, but the possibility of something spiritually broken operating behind fame and power. Over the years, rumors leaked, scandals and stories from former insiders have fueled speculation that some powerful people may participate in secretive behavior. Most ordinary people would never imagine this. But now with the release of the Epstein files, we're beginning to see that these weren't just theories, they were reality. We see ritual imagery and performance, obsession with dark symbolism, stories involving exploitation, and repeated abuse scandals surrounding wealthy and influential people. This is why I believe something spiritually unhealthy exists beneath the surface. I fear that when people become consumed by power long enough, they'll stop seeing other human beings as valuable at all. And that's where the darkest part of this conversation begins. Trafficking networks are tied not only to money, but also to blackmail, influence, control, and spiritual corruption among powerful groups, as well as rumors of cannibalism, satanic ritual abuse. We know there's a problem with child pornography, and a whole slew of sinfulness, including the harvesting of adrenochrome. This all certainly points to occult practices, rebellion against morality, and satanic influence within elite culture. So I think the reason these fears are spreading is because history has repeatedly shown powerful systems can hide trafficking and corruption when money and influence protect people that are involved. I find that to be very unsettling. The idea that darkness doesn't always appear ugly on the surface, sometimes it appears glamorous and entertaining. None of this is new. Back in ancient civilizations, entertainment wasn't just about having fun. It was tied directly to religion, spiritual practices, and power. Leaders then understood something people still understand today. If you can influence what people constantly watch and emotionally connect with, you can influence how they think and behave. That's why some people compare modern entertainment to ancient rituals. Not because every artist or movie is evil, but because entertainment has enormous power over culture. Music affects emotions. Images stay in people's minds. Stories have the power to shape what people see as normal and acceptable into something that it's not. Most people are shaped more by what they constantly consume than by something they hear once in a classroom or read in a book. If people spend hours every day consuming violence, greed, lust, chaos, vanity, hopelessness, eventually it starts affecting how they view the world, whether they realize it or not. So this opens the door for darkness to spread fast because it grabs attention fast. Sex and shock, it just hits emotionally and instantly. Modern media runs on attention and sensationalism. And strong emotions keep people watching and coming back from. Darkness offers instant stimulation without requiring accountability, and Hollywood feeds on it. So why does modern culture reward the most shocking and destructive content so heavily? Do me a favor, tell me what you think. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your take on it. I feel we are being desensitized, and it's been happening very slowly. Things that once shocked people eventually start feeling normal after repeated exposure. The concern is that society slowly becomes numb to things that once triggered conscience, empathy, or moral concern. Can a system become spiritually unhealthy when profit is built on exploitation and corruption? A lot of people say yes. I say yes. If a system constantly rewards greed, exploitation, or destroying people for money and power, eventually those things stop feeling rare and start becoming normal. People stop listening to their conscience. Harmful behavior gets justified because it's profitable. Compassion is replaced with self-interest, and ultimately, evil creeps in and gets a foothold. We're seeing the same ancient evil from centuries ago showing itself today. Children are being sacrificed at the altar of fame and greed for the sake of entertainment, and entertainment is only a distraction used to control the masses. And once enough people participate in it, the system starts protecting itself. Anyone who questions it gets mocked and pushed out completely because too many careers and financial interests depend on keeping things going. So people keep their mouths shut and look the other way. That's when you have to ask whether the problem is only human corruption or something spiritually darker that is influencing the culture behind it. Throughout history, one of the clearest signs of a society in decline is when it stops protecting its children. There's something profoundly wrong when innocence starts becoming commercialized, exploited, and sacrificed for money and gratification. Ask yourself these questions. Why do stories involving exploitation, trafficking, grooming, or manipulation always surface around industries and protected systems? Why does child exploitation so often seem connected to wealthy circles, powerful people, and systems protected by influence and money? Throughout history, abuse has often thrived where secrecy and power exist together. Hollywood is full of wealthy people, powerful people that will do anything to achieve fame and maintain it, making it fertile ground for the lies of the enemy. Sadly, history has shown real examples where the abuse of children in Hollywood has been ignored and hidden because powerful people were connected to them. What makes me uncomfortable not only are the crimes themselves being committed against children, but also the system protecting predators when money and influence are involved. I believe child trafficking represents one of the clearest signs of spiritual darkness within society because children represent innocence and purity. Make no mistake, every child killed, raped, or exploited hurts God deeply. The enemy can't kill God, but he can attempt to destroy the ones he loves and bring him pain. And when innocence becomes something destroyed for pleasure or profit, people feel society has crossed into something deeply broken, morally and spiritually. You could argue that evil naturally targets innocence first because innocence exposes corruption. I worry about systems slowly normalizing exploitation and pushing children into adult culture too early, and treating innocence like something disposable instead of something sacred and worth protecting. And maybe that's why this conversation hits so deeply, because everyone instinctively knows children are supposed to be protected, not consumed by systems built on greed, lust, and exploitation. People believe modern culture has become increasingly obsessed with darkness. There's been speculation that organizations like the Illuminati or certain secret societies may have influence over parts of Hollywood behind the scenes. These theories come from the repeated appearance of symbols, people associated with secret societies, all-seeing eyes, pyramids, ritual imagery, gatherings that are exclusive and private, and all themes involving power. Some believe these symbols are intentionally placed in music, in videos, movies, on award shows, concerts, and that celebrity culture is a way of signaling power, or maybe even allegiance to hidden systems. A valid fear is that powerful individuals in entertainment and media may belong to exclusive circles where influence, networking, and loyalty create hidden systems of protection and advancement. And for those already suspicious of elite culture, that raises uncomfortable questions. Do certain people rise to power because of talent alone? Or is it something much darker used to secure lasting fame? Dare I say, selling your soul, or occult practices, ritualistic behavior, spiritual corruption, all tied to wealth, fame, and influence. The reason these conversations spread is because people no longer trust powerful institutions. With all the abuse, scandals, trafficking cases, corruption, manipulation, and cover-ups repeatedly surfacing around influential people, I have to wonder whether there are deeper layers of control hidden beneath the surface of entertainment and power itself. Power without morality eventually creates environments where corruption thrives in secrecy and the weak are exploited and abused, giving way to things that are done in secret to children. We see performances that openly perform occult rituals, music videos that are filled with occult symbolism, elite parties surrounded by secrecy. The fear is that elite circles have become so obsessed with fame and power that they have lost all moral boundaries. Epstein showed us that there are hidden networks involving the abuse, trafficking, and spiritual corruption operating behind systems of money and influence. Others believe some powerful people may intentionally participate in dark spiritual practices, occult rituals, or symbolic acts tied to rebellion against God. The conversation goes even deeper, involving theories surrounding satanic practices, secret ceremonies, ritual abuse, trafficking, and blackmail. There's been speculation about adrenochrome being harvested from the blood of tortured children and used as a fountain of youth. Once people begin noticing repeated scandals involving exploitation around powerful circles, some start wondering how deep the darkness actually goes, especially when it's hidden behind closed doors. So, what happens if society becomes so desensitized to darkness that it stops recognizing evil even when it's right in front of them? What if entertainment slowly conditions people to become comfortable with things that once disturbed the human conscience? And what happens when entire industries profit from fear, from lust, confusion, emotional manipulation? Some people believe that's why modern culture feels spiritually heavy, because deep down people sense something feels broken. Society is becoming fascinated with darkness while slowly losing its connection to God. And maybe that's why so many people feel unsettled watching modern entertainment now, because it feels like darkness itself is being celebrated. A lot of people spend their whole lives chasing fame. Many celebrities who achieve it describe feeling empty and emotionally broken. Celebrity culture puts people under non-stop pressure. Maintain the image, stay relevant and marketable, never fail publicly. For child stars especially, growing up inside the environment can create serious emotional and psychological damage. In addition, many are trafficked, exploited, or worse. Corey Haim comes to mind, and the stories surrounding what happened to him. And his story sadly ends tragically. Some people start asking whether fame itself becomes a machine that consumes human beings for entertainment, or much worse, for sexual gratification, power, and wealth. Children are being sacrificed to ancient gods, watchers that fell in Genesis 6. Baal and Moloch worship never went away. It went into hiding, and it thrives in Hollywood. I believe evil is constantly competing for people's souls. The challenge is learning how to stay spiritually aware without becoming paranoid or consumed by fear. That means being careful about what you let into your mind, protecting children, and not accepting harmful behavior just because the culture starts treating it like it's normal. Darkness often grows where accountability disappears, and discernment matters because people can become so distracted by entertainment and nonstop stimulation that they stop recognizing what's unhealthy or destructive. I believe the greatest battle today isn't physical at all. I believe it's spiritual. That's why the words in Ephesians 6:12 are relevant and true. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. The real battle isn't always obvious. Sometimes it happens through distraction, through fear, corruption, and the slow normalization of things that once shocked people. That's why discernment matters now more than ever. And some fear the real danger isn't simply hidden evil behind closed doors, but a society slowly becoming spiritually numb to this corruption, happening openly in front of everyone. Our children are being sold, raped, killed, ritualistically sacrificed, maybe even cannibalized, and definitely victimized for the sake of entertainment. But we know that the King is watching and is coming to make this terrible wrong right. Maybe the greatest deception isn't hidden rituals or secret meetings. Maybe it's convincing society that innocence has no value. Morality is outdated. Truth is relative and darkness is just entertainment. Because once culture starts laughing at corruption, eventually it may stop recognizing evil at all. And maybe the real question isn't whether darkness exists within powerful systems, but whether people still have discernment and courage to confront it. Because history shows that civilizations don't collapse all at once. They decline slowly. And that's why this conversation matters. Because deep down, people sense something about modern culture and it feels spiritually unhealthy, emotionally manipulative, and disconnected from truth. And maybe the biggest danger isn't darkness hiding in secret anymore. Maybe the biggest danger is a society becoming so comfortable with darkness that it stops noticing it altogether. It's been a difficult subject. I hope this conversation shines light into dark places and encourages people to think deeper, seek truth, and protect what's good. More than anything, I want to remind you that no matter how dark this world may seem, there's still hope in Jesus Christ. If you feel lost, burdened, broken, or searching for meaning, you can give your heart and your life to Jesus today. God is calling people out of darkness and into his light, and his mercy is still available to anyone willing to come to him. All you have to do is call his name, confess your sins, ask for his forgiveness, invite him into your heart and your life, and he will come. He promises that if you seek him, you will find him. I'd also like to invite you to stay tuned because at the end of this video, we're premiering a brand new original song titled, "In This Place, Pride Will Fall." Thank you, and may God bless and keep you. See you again real soon.
In this place, in this place, in this place, I will ruin the plans of men. In this place, pride will fall again. Hear the sound, judgment in the wind. Can't rebuild what was cursed from within. In this place, I will ruin the plans of men.